Kids Radio. And start your hands to clapping or tap your little toe. Tune in to Kids Radio and listen, we're ready to go.
In the last episode of the KIDS radio show, Miss Carolyn and her little nephew Theodore were hiding a little alien from outer space called IT in Miss Carolyn's house as the local circus hunted out where IT could be in refuge.
Okay, open up your door. We know you're hiding our freak act in your house. Open up your door or we'll break it in.
Oh, what are we gonna do, Aunt Carolyn? If those circus guys get in here, they're gonna throw a net over IT and put him back in a sideshow again.
That would kill IT. IT, no go. Help IT, please.
Theodore, take IT by the hand and head out the back door. I'll put a chair in the front door and follow you.
But we can't just go running around town with IT.
You're right. We'll have to put something on him so he won't be so noticeable. Theodore, give IT your coat to put on and I'll get a wig for his head and some of my big lens sunglasses, too.
Better hurry, Aunt Carolyn. The circus man sounds like he's ready to bust out the door.
Thank you for your jacket, Theodore.
Oh, that's okay, IT. I want to help you get away so you'll be safe.
Here's the wig and the sunglasses. Put them on, IT. Put them on.
Wig is on fire.
No, it's just an orange wig, that's all.
IT thank Miss Carolyn for wig, but IT can't see very well with glasses on.
Let's go, IT. You look great. Come on.
IT very lucky to have friends like Theodore and Miss Carolyn.
Oh, we're glad to have you as a friend too, IT, but we have to get out of here now. Now, hurry.
Ain't it good to have friends? 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 I've got a friend up in the sky. All day long she flies so high. And I've got a friend down on the ground. All day long he lays around. Ain't it good to have friends? 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 I've got a friend, he loves to swim. He doesn't care whose water he's in. I've got a friend, she loves to sing. She doesn't care what key she's in. Ain't it good to have friends? 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 I've got a friend all over green. Some say he's ugly, but I think he's mean. I've got a friend all over white. Changes color with the northern lights. Ain't it good to have friends? 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 Ain't it good to have friends?
We'll return to Kids Radio Show in a moment.
We've got to keep walking down this street and put some distance between us and that circus man back at my house. Why, he'd lock IT back up again in his sideshow.
IT like all the pretty stars.
Those aren't stars, IT. Those are lights and neon signs.
I'm surprised he can see anything at all with my big lens sunglasses on. Theodore, straighten up IT's wig. It's crooked on his head.
Yeah, he looks pretty funny, all right. People walking down the street are giving us pretty funny looks, too, Aunt Carolyn.
Oh, maybe we better cross the street where there are less people. We'll wait till the traffic light changes. Theodore, you let go of IT and he's wandering out in the traffic. Oh, no.
Watch out, IT. Look out.
Oh, so many sounds that IT never hear before.
Oh, that car almost ran over him. Quick, Theodore, grab his hand and let's get to the other side of the street.
Come on, IT. Stick by me. There. We made it.
Oh, that was close, IT.
IT hears so many strange sounds.
Yes, those are the sounds of the city, IT. There are sounds all through the air, all over the world.
Yeah, and that sound you heard a minute ago was a car that almost ran over you.
Was Carr mad at IT?
The car wasn't, but I don't think the driver was too happy. That's why that he was honking at you. You know, drivers do that when they get mad. They honk their horns a lot.
Does driver have a horn he talks through?
No, the car has the horn. The driver honks it.
Oh, I see. Oh, what that noise?
Oh, that's just a big jet plane passing overhead, IT.
Can you take IT back to planet Chicago?
Oh, no, I'm afraid the jet won't fly that far, IT.
That sound like very, very far away. Oh, that sounds like ground tearing apart.
Yes, it does. It really does.
In a way it is, IT. That's a man running a jackhammer. He's tearing a hole in the pavement.
Yeah, and he's really going at it, too. Look at him shake. My
Boy,
God.
look at that hammer go.
Oh, I know. Look at
Don't get too close, IT.
Watch out, IT. Don't get too close. Oh, my gosh. I hope he doesn't wear himself out too much.
Look out, he hit a water line and it's shooting water everywhere.
Oh, hurry, hurry. We're getting wet. We're getting wet.
What is wet?
Poor IT, there's so many new sounds he doesn't know what to think. Sounds of sounds.
Stop and listen, what do you hear? Sounds that come to tickle your ear. Sounds, there's sounds in the air. Here, there, and everywhere. Honk. Scrape. Clang. Whistle.
Carolyn, where are we going to go with IT?
Oh, we're almost there. That's his house right up ahead.
That old place? It looks pretty weird to
Yeah,
me.
it's where Mr. Invento lives, and I hope he's at home right now.
That crazy old quack? Are you trying to warp what IT thinks about Earthlings or something?
Oh, we've got nothing to lose. Anyway, I figure Mr. Invento just might be able to think of some way to get IT back safely to his planet.
IT go to Chicago now?
I hope so, IT. We'll see if Mr. Invento knows how to reach the planet of Chicago.
You may be right, Aunt Carolyn. I always thought that Mr. Invento was probably from outer space, or at least his mind is.
Shh, Theodore, I'm going to ring his doorbell.
That's a doorbell?
I'll push it again.
Aw, this is already too weird. Come on, let's get out of here.
Now, hold on. Just wait just a second. Just wait a second.
I am coming. Hold your zebras.
What are zebras?
Never mind, IT. Just don't worry about it. It's just Mr. Invento.
Yeah. Well. If it isn't Miss Carolyn and her little nephew, Theodore.
It's Theodore.
Oh, yeah. So it is. Let me pat you on the head, my boy. There we go.
Your hand is stuck in my hair. What did you have on it?
I forgot. I was working on a new form of super duper glue when you knocked on my door. I must still have some on my hands. Here, I will pull it out.
Ah! You pulled out some of my hair. Can we go now, Aunt Carolyn, huh?
No, Theodore. We have to help IT.
And who is this little red-haired person with you? Let me pat your head, little one. Oh no! All of his hair came off in mine hand. I have scalped him.
Oh, no, Mr. Invento. It's a wig. Take off your sunglasses, IT.
My, what big eyes you have!
The better to see you with.
Take off your coat, too, IT.
Oh my! Was this little person in some sort of accident or what?
This is IT, Mr. Invento. He's from the planet Chicago, and we're trying to help him get back there before the circus captures him and locks him back up.
This sounds serious. Let's go into my workshop where I can think about this.
I'm not so sure we should, Carolyn.
What are all these clocks doing in here?
That is so I know what time it is anywhere I look. I will make them stop now.
How? With your face?
No, with my voice. Now what's this? Hold the ticking already! You see? That is just one of my little inventions, voice-controlled clocks.
What is invention?
Why, an invention is what is made by an inventor. And I, Mr. Invento, am an inventor.
Hello. You ask what I do. Well, I do what doesn't, isn't, and hasn't. Yet I'm an inventor, a creator of things. Well, I do what doesn't, isn't, and hasn't. Yet, has anybody ever talked on a telephone? Yes? Good. Oh, well, how do you think that telephone got to be? It was invented. It didn't grow on a tree. And before it wasn't, you see. Hello. You ask what I do? Well, I do what doesn't, isn't, and hasn't. Yet I'm an inventor, a creator of things. And I do what doesn't, isn't, and hasn't. Yet. Has anybody ever turned on a light? Yes? Good. Well, how do you think the light got to be? It was invented. Yeah, it didn't grow on a tree. And before it wasn't, you see. Hello. You ask what I do? I'll tell you. I do what doesn't, isn't, and hasn't. Yet I'm an inventor, a creator of things. And I do what doesn't, isn't, and hasn't. Yet, has anyone ever been for a ride in a car? Yes? Good. Well, how do you think that car got to be? It was invented. It didn't grow on a tree. And before it wasn't, you see. Hello. You ask what I do. Well, I do what doesn't, isn't, and hasn't. Yet I'm an inventor, a creator of things. I do what doesn't, isn't, and hasn't. Yet.
We'll return with more Kids Radio after this.
Well, this is mine workroom where I come up with my wunderbar inventions.
The question is, can you come up with some way to get little IT back to his home planet of Chicago?
That may be rather tricky. Just where is this planet of Chicago?
Out there. Far, far away.
There is a lot of out there to choose from, you know.
Hey, what's this funny looking machine over here?
Oh, that is a marvelous invention I have been working on. It is a time transmuter.
What does it do?
Well, whenever I point it at, or whatever I point it at, and then turn it on, it will speed up or slow down that thing in time. It is a sort of a time machine, you see?
Wow, neato. Let me try it out. I'll push this big red button like this.
No, it's just pointing at me.
Done it! Get me out of this!
Wow! Look how slow he's moving, Aunt Carolyn, and listen to how slow he talks, too.
You slowed down his time frame, Theodore. Quick, get him out of it.
Well, how?
Well, push another button. Push the green one.
Wow! Look at him! Now he's moving around so fast I can barely see him. He's just a blur.
Oh, gosh, Theodore, look what you've done.
Do something quick! You are pushing the wrong buttons! Push the yellow button! That will get me to normal time! Push the yellow button!
He sounds like a cartoon. Neato, Aunt Carolyn. He sounds kind of like Woody Woodpecker or something.
He's telling us to push yellow button, I think. Let me push it.
Oh, thank you, IT. You figured out how to get me back to normal time. I am grateful to you.
Now maybe you can figure out a way to get little IT back to his normal life.
How? He couldn't even figure out how to get out of his own time machine problems, much less help IT.
Theodore, you must think you can do something before it can be done. That helps it come true.
That's right, Theodore. And if you think you can't do something, you'll be absolutely right.
Maybe I can figure out a way to get IT back to his planet.
Jose, do you think we can? I think we can. All right. If you think you can, or if you think you can't, you're absolutely right. Thinking you can do it is more than half the fight. Believing in yourself means more than all the rest. So think you can, believe you can, and do your very best.
Well, if Christopher Columbus had doubted his ability, well, he never would have asked the Queen and sailed across the sea. And if Orville or his brother had doubted they could fly, well, men would still be on the ground watching birds go by. And if Edison had doubted he could make light from a spark, from dusk till dawn, you and I would still be in the dark.
If inside you doubt yourself, you will find you can't. But if inside you trust yourself, you will find you can. I hope we've made you quite aware that cannot succeed. And when you say you can't, you're right. Your words become your deeds. So start today, right away, saying that you can. And you'll soon find it's not a crime to be your biggest fan. If you think you can, or if you think you can't, you're absolutely right. Thinking you can do it is more than half the fight. Believing in yourself means more than all the rest. So think you can, just believe you can, and do your very best. If you think you can, if you think you can't, you're absolutely right. Thinking you can do it is more than half the fight. Believing in yourself means more than all the rest. So think you can, just believe you can, and do your very best. So think you can, just believe you can, and do your very best.
Well, I have my universal transporter rigged up and ready to go, but I do not know where to set it to go to.
How does this thing run? It looks like a big telephone booth or something.
Well, It is energized by peanut butter, and it was a phone booth at one time before I converted it into a universal transporter.
It's powered by peanut butter?
Yeah, very powerful stuff too, peanut butter, but I don't know where to set it to go to.
IT will set proper coordinates, Mr. Invento.
Do you know how? This is amazing.
First, IT set it in hyperspace for Klaatu quadrant, like this. Then IT program Universal Transporter to glide on impulse speed into Convortion solar system. From there, I landed on my planet Chicago. Then I program it to return here on its own.
IT, are you sure you want to fly around the universe in a machine that was built by Mr. Invento? I'm worried about you. What if you run out of peanut butter?
Oh, we'll make sure he has plenty of peanut butter for fuel, Theodore.
Yeah, I just filled her up this morning with extra power crunchy peanut butter.
But I don't want IT to leave.
Oh, neither do I, Theodore. But if you love IT, you must want him to be happy back on his planet.
IT will miss Theodore. IT love Theodore too.
Then stay here, IT. I can hide you in everything.
Okay, this is Paisley Barnum from the circus. Open up this door. We know you got our circus act in there because we followed you. Now open up this door, now.
Oh no! IT, quick! Get in the Universal Transporter and leave before they can get you! Hurry, don't waste time!
IT love Theodore and Miss Carolyn and Mr. Invento.
Good luck, IT. I'm glad I could help you. Come and see us again because I'll miss you too.
Yeah, and if you can't set my Universal Transporter to return by itself, that is okay. I will build another.
Go now, IT. Go on. I want you to be safe at home. I'll never forget you, IT.
Goodbye, Theodore. Ouch.
Ouch, IT. Goodbye.
We'll return with more Kids Radio in a moment.
Well, IT is on his way home, and you learn that love sometimes means doing what's best for another being.
All right, where's that freaky-looking creature that escaped from our circus, huh?
Well, gentlemen, as you can see, there is no freaky-looking creature here, so you have made a mistake.
Say, I think you might be just what we need at our sideshow tent. Throw a net over this freaky-looking creature here, boys. Come on, get him.
What? No, let me out! Ah, Miss Carolyn, help
Mr.
me!
Invento.
I don't want to be in the circus!
Hey, mister, how much will I have to pay to get in to see him, huh?
KIDS, tune in to Kids Radio. Tune in to Kids Radio. Tune in to Kids Radio.
Well, before I try to spring Mr. Invento from the circus, I'll just remind you to tune in again next week. Till then, bye.